This is Sonya, your girl from the hottest podcast in the land. Why? Because we said so. And we have a special guest with us tonight. And I'm going to let her introduce herself. Who are you, ma'am?
My name is Pam, Pamela Jackson. I'm Sonia's sister in law.
She is. And I thought it would be a great idea to have my sister in law join us since she is the one who gave us this very exciting topic. And we just want to say hi to Jamie. Jamie
Hi,
will be back with
Jamie.
us next week. She is getting herself ready for our trip to Africa in a couple of weeks. So we miss you, Jamie.
Yes, we
So,
miss you.
so this week we're going to talk about your significant other versus, and we're just saying versus, and we're just using that word lightly, versus your family when it comes
Hmm.
to different situations. So I'm going to play a video from the Ricky Smiley morning show, and we're just going to discuss what happened in this particular video and just talk about how would you have handled this situation. So just hold on now.
All right, so in the DM this morning, we found a message from a guy named Dre from Tampa. He reached out because he's been married 3 years and hasn't spoken to his wife in 3 days over something her brother did. Here's what happened.
Hey, yo, what's going on? This is Drake from Tampa. First off, I just want y'all to know that I really love the show. But today, I got a question for y'all. So me and my wife, we've been married for 3 years, and now all of a sudden we done fell out over this money issue dealing with her little brother. So I got to go out of town, and my wife's car is in the shop. So I go ahead, pick up a rental car, boom. She's straight while I'm gone. Her brother who's staying with us, he done took the rental car. This fool done got in an accident in the rental car going to pick up his kids. But look, long story short, I'm going back and forth with the rental car company. They just tell me I need to pay this $1,000 deductible and everything be settled. So boom, I go ahead and pay it, and now I need to get my ends back from the little brother. I go to my wife and tell her first. She tell me her little brother on hard time. I don't care about none of that. All I know is I want my bread. Now she trying to call me petty. And now we ain't even spoken 3 days. So I just need y'all to help me understand, am I wrong in this situation or not?
No, you're absolutely not. I stand with you, dog. What y'all got?
No, man, he shouldn't have borrowed the rental car if he knew he.
He
Man,
took
if you, yeah, come on now. And you know, in a rental car situation, that ain't his regular. So you taking
Right.
extra risk.
And if you can't afford to pay it back, okay, let's talk about what kind of payment arrangement. Can you drop me a couple hundred every couple weeks or something? You don't just say I'm on hard time.
That's bull crap when it comes to black folks.
Exactly.
And show a dog on this, but you know that's so easy said and done. But I mean, from the start, you know the boy don't have the money, and his sister gonna take up for him. Doesn't he live? Doesn't the brother
Okay,
live
but why
with
the
them?
wife? But if that's my wife, I got an issue with you letting him take the car. Then you need to give me the
But
money
that's
back.
her
Right, let's
brother,
start
and you know
there.
how family is, and like you just said,
But
Ricky,
you're
that's
right,
black
you're
families.
right. But once you get married, that's your new family. And the wife should be siding with the husband and supporting the husband and telling her brother, you need to find a way to get this money back. I know you
or
on
get
hard
out.
times or whatever, but go deliver some food, go wash some
Yeah.
cars or do something. But you need to
But
pay
if
my man
she
back.
did that, then her family not gonna talk to her no more. So she got to
Yeah,
side
I don't
with
care
her
about
brother.
that. Go live with them.
They'll be
Go
all right.
live with them.
Well, she
They'll be
just
all right.
might
and
do
go,
that.
and go wreck their cars.
Yeah,
Don't
well,
give a damn about none of that stuff.
And
We
I think the
already helping
husband
you.
has been very reasonable. The fact that he went ahead and
Absolutely.
paid the $1,000 out of
'cause
his
it was
pocket.
in his name. He had no
yeah,
choice.
I mean, but yeah. As a wife, I think that you should be supporting your husband
Your
and
husband
telling
can
your
take
brother.
precedence
But
over
the
your
thing
wife.
about it, we already helping you by letting you stay here. You cannot become, if I let you come and stay here, then you need to start being part of solutions and not adding problems. It's a problem with you staying here because this house is not set up for you to stay here. So if we let you stay here, you cannot make any single thing work for us. And I'm talking about dishes in the sink. I'll never forget this. I was staying with my uncle Anthony Bruce Smiley and my aunt Candace before my apartment came through when I was like 20. And I didn't have a job at the time, but they got up and went to work every day. When they came home, their bed was made up. The carpet was vacuumed, and I had dinner on the stove, cooking little stuff and whatever. And then when I figured out they was on their way home, I would leave and go somewhere for a few hours to get them some time and some space. and then ease back in there 7 o'clock, 7:30, and go in that room and lay down and go to bed to show them that I'm an asset to that 2-bedroom apartment. I'm an asset and not
A liability.
a liability. So he's saying that he's just being a liability. So that's what I think. Gary, why you disagree with that?
Because Ricky, you gotta understand too. Now, what you just said, that's great because that's how it was back then. Because that's the way you was raised. This is a whole total different generation. Number one, but my thing is this: you gotta understand, husbands are not forever. Family is. So my thing is, she got to go
No,
with
they're
her
not.
family.
Who said
Yeah.
that?
What family
Well,
forever?
Well,
Not all
family.
of them.
Well, most of them.
That's a
So
lie.
she needs to go with her family because just as now, if the husband acting a fool behind this little bit right now, that means
I
he
got a
ain't gonna
fool.
be
He's
around.
the one got to go in his pocket.
Yeah, but I mean,
If
but still,
how about if the brother? Let's change that. How about the brother acting a fool by taking the car? Where's
But
the
the brother-
fool in that?
he had to go somewhere evidently, and the sister, his
Okay,
sister
then
let
he
him
need
use the
to
car.
get Uber or a taxi cab or call the husband and ask the husband permission to use the car. Why
it
did he
mustn't
do
be-
that?
It was her car.
It was a rental car that
No,
the
no, no,
husband
but-
rented
The
for her.
husband rented the car.
Well, yeah, but he probably rented it for the wife, and she just said, "Go ahead and take it because
No,
their car
man.
was broke."
No, man.
So, but I think family should be over everything, and the rest of that stuff just fall into place.
Family be the first. Family be the one that'll mess you up and have you in debt and screw you over quicker than a friend would. Trust me on that one. And everybody know that. Everybody got those same issues or whatever. Blood thicker than water. That's one of the biggest lies ever been told. Them the ones that'll have you messed up around here, have you in debt, have you get you put out of your house, fooling around with a family member that's irresponsible. Hell no, you out your mind, Gary.
Well, I'm going with my family, honey, because I don't trust all these other people. No spouse
Now, what
that
if it was
just
your
been around
outside
for 3
brother?
years.
What if your outside brother that your dad?
Go to
Oh
commercial.
Lord. Okay, we
Right
done.
He said go to commercial.
Go to commercial.
So for y'all who just joined us, this is what happened. The brother is living with the husband and the wife. The husband had to go out of town, so he took the only car, his car. He rented the wife a car while he was gone. The brother took the car and wrecked the car, and there was $100 deductible, $1,000 deductible. The husband paid the deductible, and now he wants to get the money back from the brother, and the wife is saying, well, he doesn't have any money, so just leave him alone. And now the husband is not speaking to his wife for 3 days because she doesn't think that he needs to get the money back from the brother. Miss Jackson, what you think?
I
Sorry, Miss
think
Jackson. No, I'm just kidding.
I think that she is wrong. She is wrong because, first of all, her husband rented the car for her to drive while
Right.
he was out of town, not for her brother to take the car. And it seems to me that the brother is not responsible, anyways, living with them, not having a job. So, no, she was wrong and she should make her brother pay. I don't care, like Ricky said, 200 a month, something, pay something to show that you're sorry for what you've done, Because it seemed to me he's not even sorry, and now
Right.
they're not even talking because of this. And that's just not right. She's wrong.
Right. And this is the thing that I don't understand. So now I do now I thought it was cool. I thought one thing that was cool was they said that he took the car to go get his kids. So
Mhm,
at least he seems like he might be a good dad. Okay, he might be a
mhm,
good dad. And that's
mhm,
cool. You're a good dad. But as a man, first of all, you're living with your
mhm,
sister and her husband. They're allowing you
mhm,
to live with them. And I'm sure this is until you can get yourself on your feet, get yourself back together, But at
mhm.
least make some type of payment arrangements. And
Yes,
why would you even put your sister in that situation to where she even is having this type of conversation
yes.
with her husband? I'm like, I would not
Mhm,
even. So let me tell y'all. So in my youth, I thought about this because I was thinking about this and I was thinking back over and I was like, I would never put my sibling in that situation. But I had to think back. When I was young, I did put one of my siblings in a situation where we had went in on something. And I just thought, I didn't do it deliberately. I did think at the time that we did it, that I would have the money to pay my share. And I
mhm.
didn't have the money to pay my share. And they did end up taking the brunt of this,
Mhm.
and things didn't work out, you know. And so it
Mhm.
was a bad situation at the time. But again, like I said, it wasn't a deliberate thing. But this guy
Right.
right here, I feel like he is just like he ain't cool at all.
But it also makes me wonder, do you have a family staying? Is it you and your family staying with your sister and her family? Or you and your kid? I mean, it seems to me, I don't know. He
Yeah,
just don't
because
seem
like if they said,
responsible.
was
It's
he going to pick up his kids?
the
Then
kids,
then
right?
was
So that
was the
means
kids staying there too,
the
or
two,
was he
right?
going to just get them?
Get
And
them
you're
so
right, Jamie. He probably is living there rent free.
rent free, bill free. That's what I'm saying. You and your family are staying there also, and then you do this, and you don't even try to do anything tr- to pay it back. There's plenty of places that's hiring. You have Kroger, you have Walmart,
Girl, you
plenty
better
of
say
places that are
right.
hiring, and
Feel
you can
free
go
to
get a
hurt
job.
Walmart.
Yes. Go get a job and help pay that back. I would feel so bad. I would. I would feel so bad if I had done that. I would feel bad. And it seems to me he doesn't feel bad. And then he has his sister on his side, which makes it bad. And she's wrong.
Right. So like, and I'm gonna add, so like for those of you I don't know, like Pam is married to my youngest brother.
Mhm.
So the thing is like I feel like this guy, because this is her youngest brother, he's probably spoiled. Like,
Mhm.
they probably because even when Gary was talking, he said that if she did something, like if she tried to make him pay it back, that the rest of the family might get mad at her. So, like, Pam, do you think we spoiled Tony?
Well, he he is spoiled, but would I don't think you guys would do that, but he is spoiled. I have to get on that oldest sister all the time and say he's not a baby. I have to tell your mom all the time he's not a baby, and they tell me he's my baby or whatever. So yeah, he is spoiled, but I don't think that you guys would do that. I don't think, yeah. He's not that spoiled, but he's spoiled.
Nah, we make him pay money back now.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I believe you wouldn't be mad at me if he had to pay or whatever. Like, no, because right is right. So yeah, but he is spoiled.
Tony, you heard that now. We make you pay that money back, even though you are spoiled.
Right. You be like,
But
Tony,
the,
that's
the
not
sad
right.
part about it is that, like, not even in just that situation like that, like, there are so many cases where, like, people will, like when Gary was saying, like, he said family is forever. Your husband will leave or your spouse will, they might leave. And then the other one was like, no, when you get married, you know no, Jamie, Tony not spoiled. Yes, he is. But he is for real. But but
Yeah.
but that is something that you have to. So like people always tell you a lot of times they'll tell you like whatever goes on in your house, like if at
Mhm.
all possible, keep those things in your house
Mhm. Mhm.
because your family will hold on to some things and
Mhm.
you and your significant other or whatever, you guys made up, moved on, and then your family they be still, they be still cutting and side eyeing.
Yes.
I know,
Yes.
like when I was younger, like with my son's what that's what they said, Jamie. That's what he said. Family is forever. That's what we come by. He said family will screw you over. They will. They will. They will. People, family, people, they do the
Yes.
same things to you. But
Yes.
when I remember with my son's father, I remember I was gonna introduce my older brother to this lady, and he said, "No, I don't want to meet her," and I was like, "Oh, okay." And then like a couple of years later, he came to me and he said, "You know, I knew all along. Like my dad's my son's dad's name is nickname was Mouse. And he said, I knew all along that Mouse and that girl was messing around. And I said, you did? I said, why didn't you tell me? And he said, because I didn't think you would believe me.
Mm.
And the funny part about that, and I don't know if this really relates to what we're talking about, y'all, but the funny part was when he said that, I was thinking, do people's family really think like that? Like, do your family really think that you don't believe them over somebody else? Do they really not? I mean, would they really not think that you would believe them?
Mm.
And I
Because
don't know.
sometimes in situations, sometimes people don't want to hear the truth,
Yeah.
and because they know how you feel about that person, about that significant other or whatever like that. They know how. So, and your family knows you, so they know, sometimes he may have felt like you didn't want to.
But I'm thinking I would have believed him though. I mean, I'm thinking now I would have believed him, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes. Hmm.
Cause
I
I
would
ain't
want
gonna
to
lie,
know
y'all.
the
I
truth.
went on spy mission number 9, boy. I was out there like driving around trying to see everything that was going. Cause you when you suspect some stuff, so
Yeah.
I'm thinking I probably would have believed him.
Yeah. You might have, but maybe he didn't think that you would. He saw your interaction with Mouse, and he saw how you felt about him and all. So he probably thought that, seeing that you would not believe him. See, he didn't know you were out there being a spy. He didn't he didn't
Oh,
know that.
okay.
So he didn't know. So,
Yeah,
but
but
yeah.
Nita said Tony would have had to pay.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. Yes.
Yes.
But there's
So
no way, if it was like my family, even if my brother or whatever, because I do have a brother, there's no way I would take my brother's side over my husband in a situation like that. I would not. Family is forever, and my husband is forever to me. He's
right.
forever to me. So we've been together for 34 years and married for 31. So we're going on 31, April 12th. So, I'm gonna, I'm always for what's right. What's right is right, and there's no way, if nobody want to talk to me after that, or because of me taking his side, then so be it, so be it. They'll get over it, because this is who I'm with and this is who I love. And, and I know he hasn't done anything wrong. If this was done to him, I'm not going to take my brother's side. No, no,
Right.
he's going to have to pay.
And there's that intimacy and that trust because I feel like your spouse knows you better than anybody. I
Yes,
do. Because that's that person that you share so much with. Like
yes.
I know we have family, but when you with your spouse, there are things that you share with your spouse that you share with nobody else.
Nobody. Yes. I tell
Nobody else.
that's my best friend. I'm like, oh God, wait a minute. I forgot to tell you this. It could be we
Exactly.
in the bed. I'm like, oh, I know what I forgot to tell you. I meant to tell you. So yeah, that's my best friend there. So yeah. And like you said, some things you don't tell others, but you will
Yep.
tell your spouse. So yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, so
That's my
she
best
better get
friend
it
there.
together.
She showed better. And that's just childish of her not to talk to her husband, and it was her brother's fault, not her husband's fault. And then he had to
Right.
come out of his pocket, which means come out of her pocket because his money is her money. That's household money to take care of something that her brother did, and her brother needs to pay.
And this man thought enough of her to make
Yes,
sure she had a vehicle
yes,
a vehicle to ride in when he was out of town. He made sure she was
exactly,
taken care of. So,
exactly.
that's crazy. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for joining us. Miss Jackson, I want to thank you for filling
Well,
in
thank
for me
you.
with me at the last minute. I appreciate you.
Oh,
Jamie,
you're
thank
welcome.
you for commenting and keeping us alive and putting all these amazing comments in the comment section for us. So I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone for watching. And as always, we ask you to like, share, and invite your friends to watch with us and
Yes.
to like our page. And we invite you to come back again next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Why? Because
Because
we
we
said so.
so.
Peace and love. See you
Yes.
next week.